Okay, 101. Everyone should be on page 135. And you should see some leaves, some acorn, or those aren't acorns actually. 3 sets of leaves. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Our lesson today is about adding free numbers. I want you to whisper with your partner. Olivia, you can be partner's Diana. I want you to whisper with your partner talk about how this picture that you see is related to adding free numbers. Because our lesson today is talking about adding free numbers. So I want you to whisper with your neighbor how you think it's related. You should be whispering with David. You're going to talk about how this picture is related to adding free numbers. Use your imagination. Henry, do you have a partner?
Yeah.
Can you join Millie and George?
Henry is here.
No, he had to go with Mrs. Stroll, so talk with Millie and George. Libby, do you want to talk with Declan? Declan, talk with Libby.
10. 1 minus 11.
Okay, 101. Let's turn those voices off. Okay, I shouldn't be hearing any voices. Libby wanted to share. What did you and Declan talk about? Okay, so Libby talked to me about how we have 8 leaves at the bottom and 2 sets of 2 at the top. And she said if you add 1 set of 2, you have 10. So that's kind of like our making 10 strategy that we've been working on. And then she said if you add the other 2 onto the 10, you have 12. I'm going to draw a stick for the other team to share, or like a set of partners. Oh, she's not here. Olivia C. Oh, that's Henry P. And to go with Mrs. Stroll. Ellie, tell me what you and your partner talked about.
We talked about there's 2 sets of 2, so 2 plus 3 equals 4. And then there's 4 plus 4 equals 8. 4. And we made like 2, 2, 2, 4.
Okay, awesome job. So they did something somewhat similar, but they like added 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 plus 4 is 8, which is how many we have down here, and then 8 plus 4 is 12. Another other thing I want to mention, no one's really said it, we have 3 sets of numbers here. 3 sets. So that's like adding together 3 different numbers. 2 plus 2 plus 8. Which Ellie kind of touched on because she was like 2 plus 2 is 4 and 4 plus 8 is 12. So, we're going to go on to the next slide. So turn your page.
Ooh, I like that.
Yes. Turn the page so you're on the page that looks like mine on the board. Okay. Who thinks they can read the learn? It's under the learn. Don't press too hard. Right here. What does this say? Olivia R. I can help you with names. Ebony. Raja. Okay, thank you, Olivia. It says, Ebony fills 4 bags. Mason fills 6 bags. Raja fills 4 bags. So we have the 4, the 6, and the 4. So it says, how many bags do they fill? So it shows us you can start at 4 and jump 6 times because we're adding 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We land on 10 and we make 4 more jumps for Raja. And we land on 14. Or, so that problem would be 4 plus 6 plus 4. So it's kind of like in order how we see it in the pictures. Or we can start at 6. Because remember how we talked about on Friday that addition, you can do it in several different ways. You don't have to keep it in order, because if you had 6 plus 4, it's the same as adding 4 plus 6. So we did 6 plus 4 plus 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, we land on 10. And if you add 4 more, you land on 14. And then the last one is the same problem, a different order again. 4 plus 4 is 6. And we get to the same answer of 14. So down here it says, Tim has 9 beads. Leah has 1 bead. Sai has 1 bead. How many beads do they have? So here we have Tim's 9 beads, Leah's 1 bead, and Sai's 1 bead. So we need to add them all together or count. So counting is one of our strategies, isn't it? That we've learned. So you can count 9 right here because you know that Tim has 9. And then if you add 1 more, how many is that, Anna? 9 plus 1? 10 plus 1? 11. So we don't even have to count to 9 because we know it says in our problem right there we have 9. Tim has 9 beads. So we just start at 9 and add on from there. 9 to 10 and 10 to 11. Okay. Now we're on this page. It's on my own. Which groups of leaves will you add first? Circle the groups, then write the sum. So like I was saying, technically you can add them in any order, but this problem is already written for us, so it wants us to ask, or it wants us to answer which ones are going first. So we start with 2. So what are we going to circle, Rosie?
What?
If we start with 2, which of these are we going to circle? Which group has 2? The brown. So we start with that. Then we have 5. Which group has 5? 5 plus 2. I'm actually going to do it back over on this number line, just so you can see it. So we have 2, we start at 2, and we jump 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We land at 7. That's what 2 plus 5 is. But then how many more do we need to add on? Raise your hand. Millie. Okay, go ahead. How many more do we need to add on, Anthony? 2. So let me jump 2 more times. What's our answer? 9. Okay. The next one is 7 plus 3 plus 3. Which group are we going to start with, Anthony? 7, which is which group? What color leaf? Yellow. And then 3 plus 3, those are both of our last ones. Because they're the only 2 left and they're the same. They're both 3. So we have 7 plus 3 plus 3. So if we go back to our number line, someone raise their hand. I want someone to come up here and do the jumps on the number line for me. 7 plus 3 plus 3. Claire, come on up. Okay. You're going to start at 7. Oh, it's still here. 7 and make, do it. So you'll make 3 jumps first. 7 plus 3. And then how many more? What? 3. Yeah, we do 3 more because we're adding another 3. And what number do we land on, Claire? 1 left. 13. I think we just got off a little bit. Look, 7, 1, 2, 3, 8, and 10, 13. Good job. Everyone give a round of applause to Claire. Awesome job. Okay. Round of applause to Silva. Okay. Here it says 4 plus 1 plus 6. What is a method we could use to make this easier? Ellie.
You know, 4 plus 1 is 5. Shh. And then we can add 6 and 5.
Yeah, or I want you to work with your buddy at your table, your partner. Guys, what is going on here? Are we playing or doing math? Okay. I want you to work with your buddy. We'll see how this goes if you can do this. And I want you to jump on the number line. 4 plus 1 plus 6. And I want you to show me what you got. David, what's David, you're fine. Okay. 4 plus 1 plus 6. Words of words. So let's start over here. Start on the 4. You're okay. Start on the 4. Then Rosie, how many jumps are you working with? 4 plus 1. So how many jumps? 1. You start at 4, you hold on, and then you're going to do 6 more. Josh, good work. Yes. Okay, keep talking. Okay. Henry asked Millie and George asked, tell me what you did. Oh, sorry, George B. Gosh. Going crazy. So what number did you start at, Millie?
Where were we?
4 plus 1 plus 6. Anthony. You start at 4. How many jumps do you make first? What's our first? 1. And then how many jumps do you make after that? 6. And what does that get us? Henry, you want to help us? Or yeah. What is it?
11.
11. Oh, that was wrong end of the marker. Okay, guys, listen up real quick. I need to see that you can work in partners and still come back for a minute. Because I know you can work well in partners. The hardest part is transitioning back. So sitting quietly, which looks like Anthony and Margaret are having a hard time with. We need to sit quietly. So we can work in partners, but then we have to be able to come back and write stuff down in our books and listen to the teacher, okay? Okay. Our next one, work with your partner on your number line. 1 plus 2 plus 9. Did you work with that one?
Because like if you have 9 right here, and then you put them that equals 10, and then plus 2, 12.
Okay, 101. I want Anthony and Margaret to share out. What number did you start with on the number line?
So, 1 plus 2 plus
Okay, where did you start at the number line? I don't know all of it yet. You started at 6. Why'd you start at 6? Okay. I want a group to help them. Alice, what number should we start at? Number 1. Let me erase some of my number line marks. Okay. If we start at 1, Alice, what is our next jump? How many jumps are we going to make? 2. And then how many jumps are we going to make? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what is our answer? 12. Thank you. I know you guys can just count and add, but I want to show you that the number line is there. So when I have you work with your groups, please use the number line. Okay, this next one we're going to do on our own. 4 plus 8 plus 2. We can actually use another strategy here, making 10. Which 2 of those numbers make 10? 4 plus 8 plus 2. Ellie. 8 and 2. 8 and 2 made 10. And then we're left with 4. 10 plus 4 is what, Hank? You can go up to the answer. 10 plus 4.
Which one?
Number 5, because we decided 8 plus 2 is 10. And then we have 10 plus 4. 14. Go to the bathroom. You're all good. Okay. So that's using one of our strategies from the other day. What is that strategy called, Anthony? What is that strategy called that we just used? Okay. Did you get it? Okay. chart strategy. I'm not quite sure what that is, but what we did here is called making tens. Guys, let's think in our heads. 8 plus 2 is 10, which Ellie told us. And then we added our third number to 10 because sometimes it's easier to add on to 10. So 10 plus 4 is 14. Now number 6 says 8 plus 6 plus 6. We can't really make 10 there. But we have one other thing there that could help us. What is that called when we have two of the same number? Here, George. We are on number 6. So if you have 8 plus 6 plus 6, when you have two of the same number, what is that called, Claire? We learned about this last week. A blank fact. Game back to the book. Okay, then chart speed wonders. A double, yes. It's called a double. So 6 plus 6 is what, Claire? 12. And then we have 12 plus 8. 20. Good job. 20. Henry, do you have your turtle book out? Okay. I'm going to erase. And I want you to flip to the next page. David? David, what are we talking about? Okay, let's just set it. Okay, on your it's yours. Okay, see, we just gotta figure it out. Henry, will you sit down for me? Okay, now number 7. It says error analysis. This is something I did with you the other day. You have to find the error. What is that? Rain has 8 brown leaves, 7 orange leaves, and 1 red leaf. Rain says he has 15 leaves. How can you help Rain add his leaves? So there is an error here. Something is not right. And I want you to work with your buddy at your table to tell me what is not right. You can send Olivia to see, yeah. Olivia, you want to go ahead and talk to Declan about what's not right? Yes. Oh, the error. Margaret, tell me what the error is. What is the problem with Rain's solution? Well, what did he do wrong? Because I know the answer is 16, but I want you to tell me how you figured out that his answer was wrong. What did he do? Because that's actually a really important skill for iLearn. They want you to figure out what did they do wrong. Because if you can figure out what they did wrong, that means you know what to do when it's right. So Anthony, help Margaret. What is the answer, or what is the error here? What did Rain do wrong? Wait, what? Take out the leech red? I'm saying his addition problem was wrong. What part of it was wrong? Alice, help him out. 1 second, Alice. I am hearing so much whispering and chattering. Please stop. Where did you see his problem? What did he forget to do? Because you are right, the answer is 16, and his answer was 15. So he forgot what? No? Ellie, what did he forget? Yeah, he forgot to count 1 leaf. So I know it sounds hard. I'm asking you, what did he forget? He just forgot to count 1 leaf. He's off by 1 leaf, and I know you guys know that because you know the answer 16 and he got 15. So he just forgot to count 1 leaf. Maybe he forgot that last red leaf, or maybe he forgot an orange leaf. Okay. Here, erase this. Number 8. Emma has 4 footballs. Underline 4. Ken has 9 footballs, and Aki has 4 footballs. How many footballs do they have? So what is our addition problem going to be, George Steely? For this one, what's our addition problem going to be? 4 plus 9 plus 4 plus 9 plus 4. Okay, let's start with our doubles fact. What is our doubles fact we can pull out of this problem? George S. Or George B. I keep calling you George S. What is our doubles fact we can pull out of 4 plus 9 plus 4? 4 plus 4. What is 4 plus 4, George B? 8. So then we have 8 plus 9. And some of us might know what that is. And what is 8 plus 9? 17. Good job. Our last problem. It says, extend your thinking. What are 2 other ways to order the addends 3 plus 7 plus 3 to find their sum? So it's asking us to rearrange the problem. Because we learned that adding, you can do in all different orders. It can have all different numbers in different places, and you'll still get the same answer. So, Anthony, what is one way I can order this that's different? Right now we have 3 plus 7 plus 3. What's another way? Seven plus. Okay, good job. That's one way. And then what's our second way? We need a different way. You don't have to use this one. I can help someone else. Liddy. So if we have 3 plus 7 plus 3, 7 plus 3 plus 3, what is the last way we can order it? Switch around the numbers. It's different. Anthony and Margaret, you should, and George, Diana, you should all have this written down. Okay, Diana? Okay, write it down. Good job. Were you solving? We were just reordering. So just reorder. Okay, our last question. Before lunch. Almost there. Attention, everyone, look. Good job. Okay. Okay, you're dismissed. Sit down. Okay.
Wait, what?
Okay. Okay. The last question that you're going to talk about with your whole table group in level 1, which is a whisper. How can you decide how to add 3 numbers? If you have 3 numbers, what are some strategies you can use to decide which ones to add first? Okay, pull out your pencil. Sound off. Okay. Anne and Olivia R. You guys can sit down. Anne and Olivia R. Sit down back there. Tell me what you talked about. What is a good strategy to decide what to add first? So like make the 10? Yeah. So Anne talks about making a 10. So if I have 8 plus 2 plus 4, I can add 8 plus 2, which makes it 10, and then 10 plus 4. Another way, someone tell me another way you can decide. Ellie? Well, just tell me how you decide which add-ins to add first. What are some of our strategies? Make 10, and what's our other one? And we have 2. A double. Ellie talked about a double. Anthony, Margaret. Do I have to separate you? A double. So if we have 3 plus 3, we can do 6, and then 6 plus 7. Sometimes that's easier. Okay, soldiers, we did it. I'm going to dismiss you by table to get your lunch stuff.